I understand it, my job as the groom is to use my speech as an opportunity to thank anyone and everyone who has in some way contributed to making today so special. Now, by default, this is going all right. By default, that applies to all of you because you're here today, but unfortunately I can't individually thank all of you, so just please bear with me because this is about 10 to 15 minutes long, and I've been practicing this at Hinkley Point driving the buses for like 6 months. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, brothers and sisters, and of course, Aidan. Where's Aidan? I didn't. The best men are supposed to be on this. Where's Aidan?
He's got dodgy down.
Shall I wait for Aidan?
Where is he?
Anyway,
Just give him a bit cheer.
All you do is dissing him anyway.
yeah, but I want him to hear what he wants.
You have to wait then.
Shall I wait for Aidan?
Yeah. Alex, I spelled his name wrong on his name.
I just
That's why you ain't come back.
Yeah, it's gone.
I think he's up his brother. No, that's how we do it.
Selfie jokes. Selfie jokes.
Joe, I haven't got any appropriate.
Tell us some stories about him.
Oh yeah, who is Aidan?
Yeah.
Tell us about Aidan.
I've rehearsed this speech, no, I'm not exaggerating, for the last 6 months. I drive around the buses at Hinkley and I have been rehearsing this, so if anything goes like sort of wayward,
We'll blame
I'm
Aidan.
off. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing. This is all up here, so if I carry on?
Carry on.
Bloody Aidan. Right, okay.
Screw Aidan.
It is an absolute pleasure for me to introduce somebody who was for a very short period my girlfriend, for a very long period my fiance, but at long last my beautiful, beautiful wife. So can we all please give it up for the beautiful Emma Catherine. Now that I've introduced my wife for the first time, I'm going to speak on her behalf for the first time without her permission. But I'm sure that Emma will agree with me when I say that we are both truly, truly grateful to have each and every single one of you here with us today. It means the absolute world to us. We appreciate that you travel from all over, book time off work, book accommodation, and so it seems only fitting that we should start things off today by proposing the very first toast to each and every one of you. So if you would please kindly raise your glasses. To our friends and family, thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers, Aidan.
Yeah, cheers, Aidan.
Speaking of family, speaking of weddings, there are some people that I need to not only acknowledge but to thank, who, quite frankly, without today wouldn't be happening. And so, Mum and Ian, Joe and Andy, Ian and Hazel. Now, I could just stand up here and just reel off the long list of things that you guys have done for us over the many years that we've been together. Fortunately, there's not enough time for that, so this is going to have to be the very condensed version. But as I said, if not for everything you've done for us, all the different contributions in a number of different ways, not only would today be possible, but it never would have turned out as amazing and look amazing as it has. Jill, I need and want to extend a special thank you to you for all the time and effort that's gone into making everything work. I'm not exaggerating, I said me and Emma could not have done that without you, so thank you very much. But the thanks I'm extending goes to all, beyond the wedding, to all of you. One thing in particular, I think he's asleep now, but it's just for being such wonderful grandparents to Reuben. Because of that, you've allowed us to not just be mum and dad, but to still have our time. Yeah, sorry. To allow us to not just be mum and dad, but to still have our own time as Alex and Emma, or as we refer to it, our special A&E time. And the reason we call it that is because that is where we end up spending most of it. Parents and grandparents rarely get the recognition that they deserve, so I just want to thank you. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of this, and just go with it. So I just want to thank you for being so wonderful over the last 13 years. So with that being said, can we once again raise our glasses, please? To the grandest of grandparents, to Mum and Ian, Joe and Andy, and Ian and Hazel. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah. Okay. Where is Aidan? Now, as I said earlier, unfortunately, I can't thank everyone, but there are some honourable mentions that I need to thank. Starting with Ash. So Ash is not only the family friend, but the unofficial family hairdresser. You only need to look at Emma to see how beautiful she looks, to see what an amazing job you've done today. So thank you very much. I will do a collective toast at the end. If you'd like to, we can afford now.
Christ was ambitious.
You deserve a big boo.
So secondly, to Jazz. Now, the one thing that me and Emma wanted when we decided on obviously getting married and planning the wedding, we wanted it to be an intimate affair. And there was no better way to do that than have such a close, loved family friend to do the ceremony earlier on. I want to thank you for not only being here today, but by doing such a wonderful job as well. And like you said, you've captured everything that we wanted within a wedding. So thank you very much to Jazz. Now, where is Kate? Is she hiding behind the door? Kate?
Here.
Oh, yeah. Now, most of you probably have met Kate. Now, if you haven't, Kate, you're the sales manager, is that correct? That's the official term. Now, me and Emma have met Kate on a number of different occasions, not just from planning the wedding, but because we stay at the hotel so often. There's a little story here, so I'm going to tell it because I'll explain why in a minute. So back in February, me and Emma, Joe and Andy, we came down to a hotel to meet with Kate to basically go through the logistics of the wedding, to look through the rooms of the venue, and just to basically go through the finer details. Now, when we sat in the bar area, we were talking about the layout of the chairs in the ceremony room. We ended up having them in rows. But I just made the observation that when they were laid out in a certain order, and with me standing right at the top of that, they would kind of resemble a vagina. So when I made that comment, it killed any productivity for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We were all in hysterics laughing. There were people sat in the bar like, what is happening over there? And the reason I'm sharing this story is because not only has that become one of my favourite memories throughout this whole process. I get to say the word vagina, of course. Throughout this whole process of planning the wedding, but I think in that moment, Kate probably fully understood what she got herself into. And I think for me and Emma, not that we needed it, but it was the reassurance that Kate was going to be the perfect person to help at this wedding.
Yes.
So Kate, I want to thank you for not only helping to plan and organise the wedding, but for embracing the weird and wonderful that is our family, and as you can probably tell by a certain table, some of our friends. So with that, as a collective, can we please put our hands together for not only we're doing well, guys. I'm getting there, I promise. So, I originally proposed to Emma back in 2012. It was Christmas Eve. We were 8 months into our relationship, and after making the decision to propose to Emma, it dawned on me that I then had the very daunting task of having to ask Emma's dad, Ian, for his permission or his blessing. And so, one afternoon, I plucked up some courage, put on some brown pants just in case, and I made that phone call. Now, you'll have to forgive me, it was a long time ago, so I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was words to the effect of, Ian, this is going to sound incredibly cheesy, but I am madly in love with your daughter. Here we go again. And so, with your permission, I would like to ask Emma to marry me. To which Ian replied, who is this? How did you get my number? And why are you wearing brown pants? But no, frankly, Ian didn't say that. But Ian did give me his blessing, but not after asking me what my intentions were with Emma with regards to getting married. And I said that the proposal was more of a promise to Emma that we would get married in a couple of years' time, more so than it was to get married straight away. I did not think it'd be 13 years later. Sorry, babe. But as I'm standing here now with all of you in front of me, family and friends, my beautiful wife beside me, I would not change this moment for the world. So I don't really have an end to this little bit, but I just want to sort of, well, cheers to not only things being worth the wait, but brown pants as well. Brown pants everyone.
You want to take this up as a profession, you're very good.
You can, if I try less than 5 times, I'll agree with you, right?
So she didn't heckle you? Then you will.
Well, I'm going to deviate, if this ruins that, I'm going to deviate just very slightly. Me and my mum did have it planned so that when I said no heckling, she was going to shout out, you suck, Alex. But I think that was going to throw me off a little bit, so we decided against it. Okay, this is a big one. So, the bridesmaids. So, can we please all give it up for Hannah, Maria, and Chloe? Can we please give it up? Now, let me start by saying you all look absolutely beautiful, and it was beautiful to see you when I wasn't crying, standing next to Emma earlier on today. For anybody today, hang on, let me go back a little bit, sorry. This might just be the most formidable trio of bridesmaids that has assembled. For anybody today that's thinking of misbehaving or getting a bit rowdy, take it from me, just don't do it. I've known Maria my whole life, I've known Hannah and Chloe for 13 years. That is not an argument, physical or verbal, that you're going to win. that being said, if it's the bridesmaids that are getting a bit rowdy, every man for themselves, find your nearest fire exit. But on a serious note, to have not only both, here we number 4, here we go. To have not only both of Emma's sisters and my sister, to, hang on.
You can do it, Alex.
You
I'm
can
nearly
do
there,
it.
I'm nearly there. To have not,
It does suck,
get
though.
sick,
Do you
it's
know what?
crying.
You can try it. It's so good.
To have not only both of Emma's sisters, but my sister as a bridesmaid has just somehow made this already incredibly special day that little bit more special. So I want to thank you all for not only being here to support Emma, but for just being not only wonderful bridesmaids, but just being for wonderful sisters, despite all the arguments and fights over the years. With that being said, can we please raise our glasses so I can propose a toast to not only the formidable, but the beautiful bridesmaids, Hannah, Maria, and Chloe. Drink them. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Speaking of bridesmaids, let me introduce you to mine. Start off. Sorry, this isn't bad. So we've got my 2 best men in the corner. We've got Mark and George. We've got my groomsmen, Jack, Stan, Francis, Aidan, and Danny. I thought that you were in completely different orders. Again, this is set in a certain way. Now, for those of you that didn't know, when I was younger, I used to live in Spain, and it was actually in Spain that I met all of these guys. If you, hang on, let me just give me 1 second, because I can't remember this. Despite what you might have heard about these guys, probably from me, when you get the opportunity today, if you haven't already, please go and introduce yourselves. They are the sweetest, loveliest, and funniest group of guys. No, hang on, I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. And if you have any unanswered questions about me, spend 5 minutes with them and they will all be answered. Okay? And if you want to camp, there's something up. Well, I won't say names, but anyway, there you go. Whenever I'm with these guys, whether we're together collectively or just individually, not only I'm never going to get through your bit, it's going to be a nightmare to do that. Whether we're together collectively or individually, not only am I reminded about the best part about moving to Spain, I'm reminded of some of my all-time favourite memories growing up. So I want to say to all of you, to have you, sorry.
Go on, Alex.
To have you guys here means the absolute world to me. So, sorry guys. So with that, can we please raise a glass to not only my best men, my groomsmen, but my best friends.
Is that your curve to me?
That's what got you.
It's because I know Emma's bits. Right. I'm not going to get through this bit, so this is going to be horrendous. So, yeah, this is going to be awful. Aiden might need to leave again. This was by far the hardest part of the speech to write. And if I'm honest with you, I haven't written it. The objective was, I'm just going to look down, the objective was to try to explain to all of you now just what Emma means to me.
God.
God, it's really horrible. And
What nice to say about it.
no, she's really horrible. There's enough witnesses. I'm right. So over the past, since we confirmed the date for the wedding, I sat down with the question, what can I say to all of you now in this moment that could possibly describe what Emma means to me? It was doing my nutting, because everything else I was fine with, obviously rather crying now, but I just could not think. And then it finally dawned on me that there is nothing that I could say to you that would in any way describe how much Emma means to me. Oh, excuse me. There are no Marvel quotes or references. There are no Luke Combs lyrics, and there are no pizza toppings that would in any way describe what Emma means to me. How do you describe? No, I'll be right. I'll get there. How do you describe your person? Emma has made me. Right.
Go on.
I think this is describing it, to be honest.
Emma has
Oh,
made me a
definitely.
father. She's now made me a husband, and she's just made my life. Hang on, sorry. I'm never gonna live this down.
Your go get nailed for the rest of your life.
Not now I'm married, I'm not. Yeah. Emma has just made my life so much better than it ever would have been or could have been. I personally, I don't believe in anything after this life, but if Emma isn't there, I'm not interested anyway. So I just want to say, and that's it, thank you. And with that, I'm going to resign, drink my cider out, going to stop
Why
crying
do
for
you
a
have to
little
say
bit.
that? Why do you have to get us all in the soul?
Thank you very much. I apologise. I don't know how long this was. I'm literally standing in the coach at work, talking to myself, doing this speech. I cried maybe once or twice, so I don't know what's
Can you
happening.
say the last line one more time?
Imagine
What about eternal life?
Yeah, again, for me personally, I don't believe in anything after this life, but if Emma isn't there, I would be interested anyway.
What about all the people on the coach?
Yeah, we have had a few complaints at work. I
You've
apologies
been
for
driving into bushes for weeks.
That's not a euphemism. Anyway, that's it. I'll just finish it there. Right, thank you very much for your time. And please be gentle with the best men when they do their speeches.
Absolutely not.
And
No chance.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.